Hi Year 6, welcome to your English punctuation lesson. We are going to be looking at speech within writing. So within writing there are two ways to narrate to show the words spoken by a character. These are called direct speech and indirect speech. So we've got a little character up here, Iggy the alien, and he says, "I bid you farewell, earthlings." In a direct speech sentence, we would narrate Iggy's spoken words like this. "I bid you farewell, earthlings," shouted Iggy from his spaceship. If we were writing an indirect speech sentence, we would narrate Iggy's spoken words like this. From his spaceship, Iggy bid farewell to the earthlings. So let's have a little look at these. Have a look at the direct speech version. What do you notice? So the first thing you probably noticed was that the exact words of the speaker are shown using inverted commas, speech marks, but we call them inverted commas. The second thing is that the words aren't changed at all. They are exactly the same words as the speaker showed. We've got our correct punctuation, in this case an exclamation mark, used before the inverted commas close. And then with direct speech, there's often a reporting clause to explain who said the speech. Sometimes within that reporting clause, you have an adverb or a subordinate clause or a prepositional phrase to explain more about the speaker or the words. And this can appear either before or after the spoken words. So, indirect speech, reported speech. How is it different? Have a little look. Sorry about that. Okay, so first of all, we've got no inverted commas. There are no inverted commas used in indirect speech. Second of all, the actual words of the speaker are often changed. This is because it needs to be in the correct tense. Extra words might need to be added to help it make sense, and the pronouns might need to be changed. And finally, there's no reporting clause. However, an adverb or prepositional phrase might be used to explain more. In this case, we've got a fronted adverbial here, from his spaceship. So, are inverted commas needed? I've got a few sentences for you to look at, and I want you to decide whether they are an example of direct or indirect speech. Okay, so the first one we've got is, Katya explained that she used to live in New York. So is that direct or indirect? Direct. And if it's direct, where should we put the inverted commas? Okay, so if you said it was indirect, you were correct, okay? It does not need inverted commas. Is it reporting what Kayla explained? If we look at the next one, we've got two here. First one we've got is, "Watch out," screamed George as he launched the frisbee. Okay, so hopefully you would have noticed that this is an example of direct speech and does need inverted commas, okay? And they would need to go around the words "watch out," because they are the words that George is saying, remembering that the closing one goes after the exclamation mark. The next sentence says, Guthrum announced that they should charge towards the village. Hopefully you spotted that this is indirect speech, does not need inverted commas. It's reporting what Guthrum announced. Okay, next one is, the doctor gently said, "Open your mouth as wide as possible." Is this direct or indirect speech? Okay, so this is an example of direct speech and does need inverted commas. They would need to go here before open and after the full stop after possible to show the words which are spoken. So let's have a look at changing indirect speech to direct speech. So we've got a sentence from earlier. Guthrum announced that they should charge to the village. Have a go at changing that into direct speech. Remember, you're going to need inverted commas and you're probably going to need to change the words. So hopefully you should have something a little bit like this. We should charge towards the village, announced Guthrum. Okay, so they has been changed to we. Okay, the to has been taken out. We've had an inverted commas put around the words and we've got an exclamation mark. Okay, I've just told you what has changed and why, so I don't know why that's there. Okay, what about the other way round? Can you do the opposite? So this time we've got the doctor gently said, open your mouth as wide as possible. Have a go at changing it into indirect speech. Okay, so think about the tense, think about the words you're going to need to change. Okay, so hopefully you have something a little bit like this. The doctor gently told the patient that he should open his mouth as wide as possible. So we had to add a little bit more information in, like told the patient, to give a little bit of context. Okay, hopefully that's helped you to understand the difference between direct and indirect speech. There's an activity for you to do on the website. Have a go at the blue task first. If you find it really tricky, go and do the red task. If you find that the blue task okay, you can move on to the yellow task. If you're stuck, you can obviously watch this as many times as possible or you can email me. You're all superstars, so you have no problem with this.